Hello and welcome back. This is Seismic Floor and we are back in Pro Cycling Manager 2018. Pro Cyclist career and the last race of our season here, the Tour of Turkey. We're in pretty good condition, as you can see here. We are in fact the highest average in the team, so that's good. The rest of the team looking a little bit tired. We are not anywhere near the top of the sprinters. Hit the ball. Although we've got Dion Smith, it doesn't look like we're in amongst the favourites for the first stage here. Alanya to Alanya. So that's going to be interesting. But we have reached our fitness peak, which was the aim, and we're looking pretty good condition. Although we are a little bit tired. So let's jump in. No pressure, but they are expecting us to win this one, which could be interesting. Let's make our way to the front of the peloton, quite near the back to start with, and we'll see what happens with the breakaway. So one's gone. It's Gropis, De Rossi, Rees through the first intermediate sprint. We've also got De Rossi and Boy up there, so it'll just settle in. And we'll catch up near the end of this first stage. And here we are then, catching up on the breakaway. 4 out of the 5 riders coming back. We've also just seen a very big fall. It's taken out most of our team, and we're in front of a little split, so this could be interesting. In terms of the breakaway, it's Kruopis that's gone for a little attack out the front there. So with the main part of the peloton, or the riders even, out the back, it's whether this group stays away. We've still got Van Kiersbroek in the group to protect us. Not a lot of the race left though, and that's a biggish gap. It's been maintained to the last kilometre. We are not a sprinter though, so we're going to end up using a lot of our energy here. In fact, we've died a little bit there. We should still make some decent time. Some pretty good sprinters up the top there. And our teammate 10th, we're going to come in 14th there. So good top 20 performance, top 10 for the team. And we're on to stage 2. So this is Alanya to Antalya. Despite those gaps in the last stage, pretty much everybody's on the same time, so it's a little bit interesting. And once again, we're at the very back of the group. So another sprinter stage. We'll watch for the breakaway, see what happens there, and then hopefully maintain our position near the front of the peloton. Well, we did have a nice early breakaway. Well, it took a little while to get going. But they never got more than a minute. They were brought back with about half the distance of the stage to go. We've just had another little attack, and we've got 5 riders up the road there. I don't think it's going to last, and we have indeed got a teammate chasing down as well. 2 kilometres to go, and we found ourselves nice and close to the front of the peloton. The group is all back together, so we're just going to see where we can get to. It's going to be a pretty solid finish. Looks like Christian Eiking is making a move there. I think we're just going to be outside the top 20 on this one. In fact, we're 20th. Not a bad result for stage 2. Another sprinter's finish. So here we are then, stage 3. Antalya to Elmali. And we are the favourite for this one. It looks like a great finish for us. Straight up a mountain. We can see there that we are the highest ranked on the mountains. A little bit worried about Woods there because he's at better hills than we are. But we're going to give it our all. Hopefully then we aren't at the back of the pack as well. Have to fight our way through. But it's going to be an interesting one. I expect the break to go quite a way, and we just gradually grind them back. But let's just let's see what happens. Stage 3's breakaway riders then, Simon, Nagdagnew, Vachon, Waitens and Le Bon. Just cresting Gocek here, Simon, Vachon and Le Bon leading the mountain stages. Just lost half our team in a bit of a fall, so there's another split of about 45 riders at the front. There's been a real injection of pace here then. As we crested Gocek, the breakaway had about 2 minutes. We have now completely absorbed them, and we are about 10 kilometers from the summit of Gocek. So I quite fancy the points going up here, so I'm going to inject some pace of my own. Not going to do a lot of damage to us. Hopefully it'll do a little bit of damage to other riders. Hopefully it, although I was about to say hopefully it doesn't ruin our riders, but it looks like it's already done that. Peloton down to 68 riders. I can do a great job there, but we've just lessened him off so we can get maximum points over the top here. Looks like he's going to get some good points as well. And we'll rest before that last climb. And here we have that lead group of 67. Lead almost up to 4 minutes here. We're going to use the team that we've got left. 4 riders at the minute. Going to use 2 to force the pace. And we're going to have Iking protect us. Hopefully we can get a way up before we have to inject our own pace. 5 kilometers then left to the top of the Gogubeli climb, and the team have done quite a good job, to be honest. They're starting to fall away now, and we're taking up the pace. Just sitting at a pretty solid pace to start with, and see how we go. Hopefully we're going to see some cracking. We've already stripped the group down to 22, and with 3 kilometers left it looks like we may be in control. Looks like somebody's having a little dig, trying to get past. We're still pretty reasonable on the old energy. No need to worry yet. Down to 14, just under 2 kilometers. Fursanov looks like he's putting a challenge up, but I reckon we've got the pace here. Another little attack, but that's from Jan Polank. If we just follow this, we should be pretty good. We haven't got the explosive pace, but we didn't need it. Just a little burst at the top there. Still first from Jan Polank. I think we've probably got the same time as us. And just watch the rest come in. Looks like that's quite a sizable gap though there. Nearly a minute to Rosa, Woods. So I think we're in the driving seat. Podium confirmation of that finish there then. Us winning from Polank. 50 seconds off to the next 4. Minute 14 to the rest of the top 10. We're also in the yellow jersey by about 4 seconds, I think. Bonus seconds from Polank. And we are in the mountains jersey as well. So, let's see if we can hold on. Level up after that stage. And as you've just seen there, we've used it to improve our hill stat by 4. We can now race in everything apart from the Tour de France. Stage 4 then, Gocek de Marmaris. There's a little climb at the end there, so it's going to be a little bit of a puncher's finish rather than a pure sprinter. We're going to see how close we can get to the front. Make sure we don't get attacked by any of our rivals. Iking and Muis are considered amongst the favourites for this one, so we try and help them out if we can. Until then, let's just see what happens over these first few kilometers. Big breakaway then. 12 riders went up the road. They had nearly 4 minutes even at one stage, so it looked quite dangerous, but it looks like they're going to get absorbed pretty shortly, and we're nice and close to the front for this last little climb. Contemplating a little push of my own, right up and over, but have to see how it goes. Some of the breakaways still trying to stay away, but they are definitely caught now. And with 10 kilometers to go into Marmaris, I've had a couple of attacks. So for what I'm going to say is team purposes, I've gone to the front to set a nice high tempo, increase the team chances without wearing out the team. That's what I'm going to claim, and also protect my position at the top of the standings. Although what it looks like I've done in fact is pull away from the peloton. So it's going to be an interesting run into Marmaris here. And there we are, lead group of 4, Simon, Fursanov and Alvarez. We've got about half a minute. I don't think it's going to last here. 20 chasing. It looks like we've burnt ourselves out. Alvarez looks like he's streaking away with the win, and we are getting no support from the other team. I have the feeling that the chasing group are going to come and overhaul us now. Here we are, in fact. So, Simon from us, Fursanov and Bevin. Top 4. So, good finish. Not necessarily the best result though. Although, can't complain with second on a sprinted stage. Stage 5, Marmaris to Turgutreis. It's going to be a bit of a puncher's finish again. So, we're going to have to stay nice and close to the front. Unfortunately, not that I've mentioned it yet, Dion Smith, our sprinter, crashed out in the 3rd stage, so it pretty much is all on me, and wearing this yellow jersey. We do also have the mountains jersey by quite a way, and if there isn't a breakaway, we're going to charge up this climb to make sure we get as many points as possible. We are also leading the young rider standings by just over a minute, leading the yellow jersey by 10 seconds from Jan Polank. It's going to be an interesting first climb, and then an more interesting climb even, up to that mountain point. So we're going to push on here. I don't think we're in too much danger for the overall, but I want those mountain points. Breakaway group at the bottom of this climb has 2 minutes. We've already taken half a minute off them there. Using our mountain stats here then, and our decent race day condition to just blitz this breakaway group. Vachon's coming back, and we've also got Le Bon and his teammate struggling here. We're just going to fly straight past them. It looks like we've created a little bit of a gap though, which is interesting. Not that I'm too bothered by that. And we're pretty much just going to make sure we get over the top of this climb first. Then whatever happens, happens. We're not even going particularly hard at this moment in time. Still 4 kilometers to go to the top, and we're definitely creating gaps here. 2 kilometers to go, and we have blitzed the peloton. It is all over the side of this mountain. Most of the team in the main peloton about a minute back. That is an elite group of 33 now. I expect it to mostly come back as we go in between this mountain point here, which I've just won, and the sprint point. Although I've created a lead of 2 minutes there. That's quite a big gap. We blitzed through the intermediate sprint point as well. I'm just going to dial it right down now and wait for the group to catch up. Just have a little rest to the end, and hopefully it'll be staying as we were. My capture there then has allowed the creation of another breakaway. 4 riders went up the road. They got to about 4 minutes, and now within 20 kilometers we're looking like those riders are done and coming back. So we're gonna stick nice and close to the front, hope for a good finish. Inside this last 4 kilometers we've tagged ourselves on the back of a sprinter, with the hope that they'll be in a nice good position for the finish, and we can just stick with the main group. Maybe even top 10 finish, but at the minute that's looking a little bit unlikely. It's a great 4-way sprint there, 5-way even. Jose Lobato wins that one, and we finish just outside the top 10 in 11th. Patrick Bevin, the winner of the last stage, with 3rd today. So, as you were with the overall standings after stage 5, stage 6, much like stage 3, is a steep uphill finish. This one, Bodrum to Selcuk. We are again the favourite, and we'll be looking to capitalise on those last 2 climbs. Another large breakaway in this stage. 14 riders got up to 4 minutes on this one. It looks like they are now struggling, just over a minute out in front and fighting amongst themselves. So I don't think there's any danger of these guys win it. It's just as when we come up to them. That last climb is going to be the decider then. Although there's absolutely no danger to my polka dot jersey, Mountains jersey, I can't help myself but go for these points here. So we'll follow Viking over here. We don't need to push too hard. He'll be nice in 2nd place on that stand-in as well. And we'll see what the last climb brings. Here we are then, up on the climb into Selcuk. And once again, we are looking to force the pace here after our 2nd stage of the Tour of Turkey. Great way to finish off the season, the last race. So we're just gonna set a real good tempo. We've managed to shake everybody else off with this tempo earlier, and although the peloton was all together at the bottom of this climb, and it was only about 4 or 5 kilometers, it looks like we've already broken them. Here we are, under the Flamme Rouge for the last time this season. 25-second lead, and that's just going to extend. Looks like Maurice even is getting a good position, and Iking too. But we've timed that pretty much perfectly, and we're going to win by about 40 seconds, I reckon. Look at that. On the final podium then, confirmation of that result. We won that one by nearly 40 seconds from Jaime Rosson. Fursanov in 3rd, Iking in 5th, Maurice in 9th, so great finish from our team. Confirmation of that overall result then as well. Minute and 30 win over Jan Polank. Jaime Rosson in 3rd. Comprehensive win in the mountain stand-ins from Christian Iking. Surprisingly, we've also got the green jersey by a solitary point there, so that intermediate sprint on stage 5 and all of the close finishes have done us well there. And of course, the Young Riders jersey. Minute and 47 from Jaime Rosson, and then it's 3 minutes back to the next guys. and we came 4th in the team standings. Looks like this this podium ceremony is a little bit broken, but there we are. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please feel free to leave a like or a comment, or subscribe to the channel if you're new. But for now, thank you for watching.